I'm Brooke.
I'm Ryan.
And we decided to channel our energy while trapped in quarantine to give you the definitive ranking of the Kingdom Hearts worlds. A list that you probably never asked for.
But you need. Maybe.
Full disclosure, we know nothing about games.
But we are experts in Kingdom Hearts. Sort of. World by world, we're going to make you fall in love with the game again.
And also with us.
Maybe. So let's escape into the beautiful Disney worlds of Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
A podcast.
A podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my coping mechanism.
Getting through the quarantine, one Kingdom Hearts world at a time.
I'll live in any world except for this world, even
Truly.
Wonderland.
I was playing up until 3 minutes before we got on the phone because I kept dying. I hate proud mode. I am not proud to say that I hate proud mode.
But I'm proud of you for trying proud mode.
I'm not only trying, I am getting through it. It's just like when you're in the gizmo shop. I'm jumping right in. When you're in the gizmo shop and the fucking Tin Man Heartless kill you, you're just like, what am I even doing?
Yeah, definitely Tin Man vibes.
If you could name the Heartless, this is a fun game. What do you think? I'm just jumping in. Welcome to Kingdom Hearts, where chaos reigns supreme.
All worlds begin in darkness, and this podcast begins in darkness. So it is with this pie.
The world is shrouded in darkness, and we must be beacons of light. And
we are
love.
light and chaos. Okay, go for it. What were you saying?
Okay, so Tin Man Heartless. If you could name the little like black like beginner Heartless, what would they be called? I mean, I know my answer.
I want to hear your answer.
Oh, you're thinking too hard. They're the Ant Heartless.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So far
they're like if
like what?
I was just gonna say if like Flick got turned into a Heartless.
Wait, did I tell you that I watched A Bug's Life?
No,
I watched A Bug's Life with our friend, and it's good, and also would have made an incredible Kingdom Hearts world.
I completely agree. I think it's one of the most underrated Pixar's, and the world would be incredible, like going underground in the ant world, Bug City.
Oh my God. The cockroach is so conducive to being a Heartless. Bug City. Yeah, man, it's a good, and then you can fly. Because with the caterpillar, it's such a good movie.
I think we're gonna get another Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, what else are they fucking doing? I know, but what are they gonna do? Like, you don't know how the story ends yet.
I don't, but I think I'm starting to understand.
Do you? Because
I don't know.
I wept.
I think I'm going to finish Kingdom Hearts 3 tonight.
Really? I do have to say,
think so.
I went away for the 4th of July, and I had a friend staying at my apartment watching my dog, and he played Kingdom Hearts for the first time, and he first sent me a video and was like, is this just like a lot of cutscenes? And he sent me a video or he didn't use the word cutscenes, but he was like, is this a movie? And it was like Chip and Dale like going off about something. And I was like, what game are you playing? And he's like, I don't know, some fraction. And I was like, oh yeah, that is just a movie. And I was like, go to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And he got 25 minutes into the Seaside Shack and was just like, what is this game? I don't want to play anymore. And I was like, well, you got to get past the Seaside Shack to get to Traverse Town. But I understand the frustration when you're like, why am I playing with a coconut? When you're a first timer and you don't know that you get all the Disney worlds, it's confusing.
If he had this podcast and listened to the first episode, he would have had hope, I think,
also,
and continued on.
It's Tuesday, July 14th. My friend in New York has a PS4 and was like, what should I get? And the Kingdom Hearts 1, like the final mix package, like 1, 2, Birth by Sleep, Chain of Memories, was on sale for $25. So he is going to start playing it as well. And so we should probably have him on the pod to tell us what his, like, as he plays through the first time. That could be fun. It's Kyle.
Oh my God,
Kyle's
who is
playing.
It? Oh my God. Which world is Kyle's vibe? I have an idea, but I want to hear yours.
Unfortunately, I'm worried that Kyle's gonna fuck with Wonderland. No, but I think it's in 1.
Yeah.
No, I think he's gonna like Under the Sea, Atlantica.
I think that might be the one that he comes on for. Special guest Kyle or Neverland, one of the two. But maybe it's just WAMU.
Oh my God.
residual associations.
Never forget your first trauma.
Oh my God, there are two U worlds or two Kingdom Hearts worlds. I guess either way, we have Wonderland and we have Neverland.
We'll never get the
Wow.
third one because it's not a Disney entity.
Not yet.
Well, we do have Tin Man Heartless, our representative. Ryan. I was so hyped to go back to Traverse Town, and I just did not remember there was a second guard armor. And boy, oh boy, it took me 3 days to be I would just have to stop. I'd have to stop.
But because okay. So what do you think are the main differences between the first guard armor and what we learned is called the opposite armor?
I didn't know that until you told me that. His head turns upside down, but I get it. His hands become his feet and his feet become his hands.
That's residual information from the guide. So thank you.
As you know, I don't do that anymore.
I said residual. This is 2003 me coming back from the past to drop a little knowledge for this podcast.
Can you confirm or deny that the opposite armor has maintained the correct coloring?
No, it's the colors are wrong. It was purple before, and now it's this sort of primary color, gaudy array of patterns.
What are the main differences other than that his hands are his feet and his feet are his hands? He shoots fireballs at you. If you touch him, he apparently kills you. And then when you continue, it doesn't take you back to the guard armor. You have to go all the way back and do the gizmo shop again. But before that, we do get some fun things. Before we go into the frustration that is the opposite armor, and on opposite day, it's a fun time. But you go back to Traverse Town and you get, I accidentally went to Merlin for the first time. The first time I was in Traverse Town, as soon as I learned fire, I was like, fire on the door. I remember this trick. But really.
I was wondering that. Can you go in your first Traverse Town foray once you have fire to Merlin's house?
Yes.
Really? I was literally wondering that exact question.
I did it because I was like, I don't remember when we're supposed to do this, but I was like, because you would have no reason to know what that door is unless you know what that door is.
True.
Oh, but also isn't the way that you get to Merlin, you also get there through Leon, right? Like when you find Leon in the bridge or in the alleyway.
He tells you to go there. Like once you're in the waterway, which you can't get to without the Red Trinity, he tells you to go there, but I guess you can go there and just you don't get the book, you don't get the 100 Acre Wood book, I guess, and you don't get the Simba
stone. I gotta be honest, I used the Simba. I had done that, I had gone and visited Winnie the Pooh because I was when I played a week and a half ago, because I was like, I'm gonna try to get. I didn't know when we were recording, and so I was like, I'm gonna try. But then again, I got to the guard armor and I was like, I need to walk away. And I visited Winnie the Pooh, and then I got Simba. But then today I was playing and I was like, I don't have Simba. I guess I need to go back and redo that. So I did. And Simba is, I think, what helped. I used Simba right when I started opposite armor. And then it helped, I think.
You can use Simba on the opposite armor?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I wish I had known.
Well, I also did. Brian gave me very good tips on how to avoid the fireballs, but I didn't. I only ended up running into the alleys because to give I used mega potions and mega ethers, and then I sonicked him, and that's how I eventually got him. It was like Sonic and retreat was my method.
Oh, smart. Because it is a weird boss battle. Number one, because I didn't realize that when you're in a boss battle and there's a path to go somewhere else, generally there's that invisible wall that gets put up and you kind of bump into it and it keeps you in one arena. This, you can go in all the alleys, and I died multiple times. So I would run into the alleys, have it follow me to the door to the 3rd district, then run past it, and then go back into the main 2nd district arena and then sort of trap it in the alley. So when it shot the fireballs at me, I just dodge roll to the building between the alley to the Dalmatians and the 3rd district alley. So I didn't realize you could go over there.
It wasn't the balls that got me. It was him when his body would come in contact with me and then I would just be out. And then I just was like, I'm going to use fire and I'm going to use mega potions so Donald and Goofy can take the brunt of it. And then I'll come in like a champ. The hero, the fuck boy that I am.
An incredible quote from you, Brooke. It wasn't his balls that got me. It was when his body made contact with mine. It's always your downfall.
Oh my God.
The opposite armor, everybody. Also wanted to point out a fun fact about the opposite armor boss battle. There are all the doors to the hotel, the doors to the alleyway. You can just walk into the gizmo shop or just walk into the hotel in the middle of the boss battle.
You can? What happens?
Yeah. I was like, will you be able to come back? And like, I actually left and I healed and then I came back, but it starts over from the beginning. The whole
I had a
boss battle.
feeling. Yeah, fuck that noise.
Yeah. But I was so excited. I thought I figured out a hack, but Square Enix
not in proud mode.
Not in proud mode.
Man, I love Traverse Town though. I do love it.
So Brooke, I went to Evanston this weekend. Because
I know you texted me.
It is literally. So we both went to Northwestern. Evanston is this sort of, I would call it a city-town hybrid with a lot of churches, a lot of restaurants, a lot of sort of public fountains and public squares.
A lot of
Traverse Town, a lot of brick. A lot of brick, a lot of stained glass, a lot of gray brick. Yeah. A lot of shops. I don't think they have a gizmo shop, but they do have a hotel.
Well, they do have a hotel.
I think Traverse Town
is Evanston. Is that why we like it so much? The nostalgia on top of nostalgia. Well, here's my question for you. Do you think that we're drawn to Traverse Town because it reminds us of Evanston, or do you think we were drawn to Evanston because it reminds us of Traverse Town?
Boom! There is a mind fuck. Well, Brooke, I think it's worth mentioning that we met in Evanston as 16-year-old, 17-year-olds, not much older than Kyrie and Sora, and that was where we sort of came of age, where our hearts connected, where we locked and unlocked keyholes.
Yeah. And we came across some formidable boss battles.
There was an opposite armor or two in our midst. Yeah. So anyway, I have new numbers for Traverse Town based on some new information.
Yeah.
As far as our rating.
Let's hop right in.
Okay. Well, the thing about Traverse Town the first time is it's a very much an incomplete world. The world expands in your second visit. You go to the waterway, which is very cool. The grotto is very interesting. You go to Merlin's house, which is its own interesting world. Impossible to get across the rocks to get to his house, but that's
yeah. Your girl wants glide in a big way.
Oh, big glide energy. And it just really made me appreciate Traverse Town as a place to go back to. The world felt more complete. I started to notice the beautiful stained glass, some of the architecture. It's a beautiful world. I think it's a 10. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with Traverse Town. The boss is great. It's a place I want to go back to all the time. It's not like, and after playing the other games, Radiant Garden doesn't do it for me. Twilight Town doesn't do it for me. As far as a place to go back to with friendly faces. Also, in this iteration of Traverse Town, like Maleficent being there, running into Riku, the story really heats up to a new level.
Well, yeah, because Maleficent starts planting the seeds in Riku's mind that Sora has replaced him. When you peek in the window and Donald is just running his mouth and yo. Sorry about my goofy impression. Weak.
I don't know what to say. I'm it's rendered me speechless.
I have to be honest. I fuck with Twilight Town, especially Kingdom Hearts 3 Twilight Town. I like the trolley. I like the woodlands. I like the secret mansion. I fuck with Twilight Town. I like scaling the roof. But I'm going to give Traverse Town 2.0 an 8.75.
Okay. Yeah, that's acceptable.
Because honestly, I just wish there was more.
Like in Twilight Town where you can go to the station and there's, yeah.
I wanted there to be more like things, like I like that the task, like, I don't know. And the boss, though very frustrating, a good boss. I'm frustrated that when you die, you have to go back to pre-boss. So that took about a half a point away from me. Also, when I went into the gizmo shop, I put down all the meat moops in the gizmo shop, and I heard the gook, 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 and nothing. I couldn't figure out what that did.
Do you want me to tell you, or is that cheating?
No, what does it do?
Well, so you put down all the meat moops, and then once you've defeated all the Tin Man Heartless, you go to, there's a little clock on one of the gizmo balls on the ground level, and if you check the time, examine it, it gives you 2 postcards.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. Postcards are something I'm really invested in this playthrough. Another
reason I love Traverse Town, because the whole postcard situation makes the whole world just a little more exciting.
Yeah, and I like the cast of characters a lot. I want to know more about the like little boy and the woman who just wander around the first district lamenting the loss of their world. And the man who died in the first one is now guarding the third district. He's somehow returned to his body. Did you notice that?
Very interesting. Yeah, and then he takes over for Sid in the shop.
Yes.
It feels like a glitch that should be in Twilight Town. You know how Twilight Town at the beginning of 2 is just all these little glitches in the Matrix? I feel like that's a glitch in the Matrix that I thought they would, the story already goes so bananas in, 2, 3, 2.5. I feel like he might have come back as a character.
I don't know.
Where's his nobody?
Where is it? Well, no. Well, he has. Yeah. I mean, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, 8.75. It got me excited again to keep playing because Agrabah. Oh, but then you get Arrow, which I think Arrow is in its best form in 1 when it's defense and not when it just like explodes wind around like in all the other games.
I'm actually on the other side of that. I like it.
Really?
When it turns into a little wind tornado.
Oh, I like when Sora goes, defense!
Okay, how much is Arrow actually, like, how much defense do you actually get from Arrow? Is it like half?
I think it's like very helpful in like Ursula style villains where like things are getting thrown at you and you're like, and your side of, and in the end of one where there's a lot of bosses where you're kind of floating in the air.
Yes, like with Chernobog or whatever.
Helpful. Yeah. I also, I also love that we get fucking warp drive. If I never, ever, like the less gummy ship business I have to do, the better for me.
I completely agree. I feel like this Traverse Town visit marks a shift in the game into when the game really starts cooking.
Well, yeah, you have to get through it's like you go to Wonderland, you're like, why am I doing this? You go to Tarzan, you're like, okay, my palate is wet. And then you go back to Traverse Town and it's like, we're giving you the tools you need. Go forth. There's a new game at the Coliseum.
If only your friend who tried to play the game had gotten as far as this point, I think he would have been hooked instead of in Coconut World.
He was like, I almost started playing your game. And I was like, you almost started playing my game, the podcast game, or the one where I'm literally at the final rest? I'm like, if you want to go to fucking final rest and like tromp around the world with but I'm like, that sounds more boring to me than pushing through Coconut Land. Also, without Coconut Land, you're not going to fall in love with Kairi and Riku.
Yeah, it sets up the relationships so they can pay off in, Actually, I didn't realize how much Riku shows up. He really is a constant through the game, and you realize that Sora doesn't really give a shit about him that much.
Yes, he does, but he's confused.
I mean, I do feel like in their interaction in Twilight Town 2, like it was more about the Keyblade. It was more about like they weren't.
They're 11-year-old boys. There's jealousy there,
I know.
Their whole relationship at this point is based, as far as we know, is based in this like weird homoerotic competition. It's like, ooh, let's play with sticks. Ooh, let's race. Ooh, who's gonna give Kairi the pow?
Yes, I agree. But after Sora took control of the gummy ship to crash land in Deep Jungle, and then he sees Riku just strolling around Traverse Town, I feel like I would have let some of that, homoeroticism maybe overflow a little bit. Give him a hug. He didn't even hug him.
Yeah, but I think he's like, are you real, And Riku's being sketchy because he's, actually I was having a really... I was talking to my roommate about Star Wars and how because we were watching, what did we watch? Oh, we're watching Watchmen, which is written by one of the guys who wrote Lost. And so we were talking about J.J. Abrams. We were talking about Star Wars and how like the new trilogy or whatever, and how like it almost talks about like the balance between like good and bad. And I was like, you know what I actually think really does a good job of that, Kingdom Hearts, and how like
Mhm.
light and dark coexist within everybody, and like even when you're like the bearer of light, there's still like dark. And I think like Sora is like a prime example of that, especially in the later on games when you get rage mode. So I just think it's a good game that teaches you that you don't have to be good or bad 100%. Oh my god,
100 pussy. 100 pussy.
100%.
Oh my god. Yeah, and it does feel very Disney in that way, that it's like it's okay who you are. It's okay to make mistakes and want things, and and when you can learn to use what you are to self-actualize, it's great. Like in Birth by Sleep right now, I just finished Terra's world, or Terra's, and it's a lot about, if there's too much dark, you're vulnerable, but you can't be all light because you create shadows. And
yeah, but I actually think that's not Disney. I think Disney is very much like you're all good or you're all bad. Like you're a hero or you're a villain. And I think that Kingdom Hearts is maybe the bridge. The final, like the Final Fantasy is sort of the bridge, like allows that bridge. Because I think that most of the Disney characters or entities in the game are either heroes or villains. It's only like the quote, like humans, Square Enix humans that ponder that. Maybe Mickey, because Mickey, as we know, a very complicated character.
I actually think you're completely right. It takes the light and dark tropes of Disney and then sort of complicates them. Yeah, I think you're right. Because I'm just trying to think of like where a Disney character is at fault. Well, I guess like in like
like in their movies, or like in the,
I'm thinking
the game.
I'm thinking sort of in both. Like if you look at Halloween Town, Jack sort of invites all these bad things to happen through his own pursuit. But I guess that's not really Disney.
Well, I would say that Toy Story, like Woody, like confronting his like jealousy of Buzz, and then like, but then immediately overcome with like in the first Toy Story, and then like immediately overcome with guilt to like, I think Disney like is starting to get there, like with Inside Out. I think like, but that's joy and sadness. That's like not good, and that's not good versus evil.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like this game allows a more nuanced views of the themes that Disney puts out.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think, like Aladdin, maybe.
Yeah, I guess you just steal stuff.
But if you're bad, there are consequences. Like Beauty and the Beast, like you're an unkind, you get cursed for the rest of your life.
Yeah. if you turn away a beggar woman, you're screwed.
And not only are you screwed, but everyone who works for you is screwed as well.
Yeah, talk about it where the punishment doesn't really fit the crime.
Truly. It's like, imagine being Mrs. Potts and you're like, oh, I'm going to make tea. And then all of a sudden you're a teapot and all of your children, apparently hundreds of them, are also cups.
Mrs. Potts is like, I'm just trying to make above minimum wage to feed my family. And I get free housing here. I didn't have it. This is the only castle near my province. What else am I supposed to do? And now I'm a teapot. It's not fair. I mean, that's a boss I want to fight. I want to fight the unreasonable fairy that comes and curses the castle. Because I'd be like, what's wrong with you? You like over vengeful lady.
I also like would love to fight the embittered servants. like we in the like we are take on the role of the mob. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. I'd love to. I like in Birth by Sleep where you get to like play sort of as the dark people, or like, yeah. I want like the Dark Kingdom Hearts where like you're the villains or something.
Oh wait, Ryan.
Yeah.
Do you or do you not agree that you low key have Maleficent energy?
I can't think of a higher compliment.
I like saw her and I was like, Ryan.
That is, I think you did say I have Kyrie energy, and Kyrie and Maleficent energy combined feels spot on.
Yeah. Well, we each have. I think we can each have a good and a bad. Like, we can each have energy of good and energy of bad.
Which are you, Sora and?
I don't know. You tell me. I always think I'm Ursula energy.
I was gonna say Ursula, but it's tough to say that to someone, you know.
No. I love her, man. She just is like, I want to stir the pot. I want to know the gossip. No, Poor Unfortunate Souls, the way that she uses her shoulders to express herself, I do resonate with Ursula.
I have seen you move your shoulders like that before. That's why we get along so well. We're Sora and Kyrie, but also Maleficent and Ursula.
You know, now that I think about it, I do have a lot of like tall, thin male friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like if I were like Dylan and Kyle or Flotsam and Jetsam, you can't tell me that I'm wrong.
If you put them in a pool and have them swim around you,
And
if I was far enough away,
just shimmying my shoulders.
I think we have a new Halloween costume.
Uh-oh. And I'm like, bitch, I want your voice. Let's go singing in my shell.
Oh my god. That's if we're ever allowed to have a Halloween party again. Or maybe we could just all be it could be more like a pool spectacular. Just like
Fantastic.
put you in a pool.
Have you gotten to Big Hero 6 World yet?
That's actually exactly where I am in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's the penultimate world, isn't it?
I think so. Okay, well, I want you to text me how you feel about it.
Is it good? You're
I
not
just
going
want
to
you
say
to
anything.
text how you feel about it.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
parts, yeah. I think as it is true of every human, every world has its moments of light and its moments of dark.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm on this message board and I'm just like looking at all these like links to questions. One is how do I fucking kill the damn Hades boss? Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation, like 9 of those. And then one is how do I beat Ursula? There's like no vowels. It's just like Ursla. Anyway.
I love the internet. I have to be honest. When it's good, it's good. On I'm in a couple, this is so embarrassing. I'm in a couple Animal Crossing Facebook group. And you can't say hybrid, weed, or Molly, even though you're talking about a character, literal like weeds, flowers, and then hybrid flowers, because people think you're trying to sell drugs.
Oh, people like, are they actually banned words or
They're
they'll kick
getting
you off?
flagged. They get flagged by Facebook.
Oh my.
I think this is the most wholesome game of all time, and people are trying to like, and people think it's like, no, I'm just trying to make a purple pansy, like hop off me dick.
Oh my god! What if you get busted as a drug dealer for just trying to, raise a farm? Is that what you do in the game?
You're cultivating an island, but
okay, yes.
It's neither here nor there.
I hear you can go to the sea now and get like scallops and stuff.
Oh,
is that true?
Yes, you can, and it is delightful. I chased a clam around for like 3 minutes. It was amazing. Very. It's like literally, I'll be like, I have to stop fighting opposite armor. I need to go weed my flowers. Like I need the calm.
It's amazing thinking about what we used to do before being inside all the time. Like people used to be like, I gotta go chase this Tinder match, or I've gotta go to this bar, and now it's like I have to go to Traverse Town.
I know. I gotta hit up Leon. Someone tell me where I'm chasing Sid instead of, I know, I'm swiping. Okay. I know that you are spoken for, and I am not. But if you tell me, swipe right or swipe left, don't overthink it. Sora.
Which one's the one you want?
Oh my god, right is the one you want.
Swipe right when he's older.
Okay, Riku.
Oh, definitely super like.
Leon.
Right.
Sid.
Left.
Cloud.
Super like.
The Mandy Moore character. Sephiroth.
Oh, Aerith?
Aerith.
Right.
And then the one who has black hair.
Yuffie?
Yeah, Yuffie.
Swipe left or swipe right, and then like be like, do you want to be friends? Yeah.
Oh,
be like,
yeah,
are you Christy Carlson Romano? And okay. Well, I'm gonna do it for you, but we're gonna do Kingdom Hearts 2 characters.
Okay.
Axel.
Swipe left.
Naminé.
Swipe right.
Luke Cern.
Swipe right.
Goofy.
Oh my god. Swipe left. Shake it. Be like, are you on a backtrack? Say yes. Think about it. Swipe left again.
Ansem's Heartless.
Swipe left.
Maleficent.
Swipe right.
Xehanort.
Take Xehanort. Which one?
The bald one.
The oldest one?
Yeah.
Swipe left. You're forgetting the one I want to super like.
Oh, the Terra Xehanort?
No. Roxas. Swipe super like.
Oh, I was going to get there. It was too obvious. I was trying to exhaust all the... Okay, so you want to super like Roxas. Okay, Roxas or Sora? Which one do you...
Well, Roxas is dormant for most of the game. I think Roxas. I think he's like just more mature.
What about Ventus?
Oh, fuck. No, I'm a Tara over Ven. Mostly because it's Jason Doring, but also he's older. And I like a brunette.
I feel like I couldn't put up with Tara's shit in a relationship.
Honestly, though, Aqua of all.
Oh, Aqua's voice is so sexy.
Aqua? Well, we've seen what Aqua can do.
Yeah, hot Aqua for fans. If you go to the probably most popular pornographic website and search Kingdom Hearts, there is just a video with the music from the Land of Departure, and it's just Aqua giving Ventus
a handy.
Giving him a handy.
And they're passionately kissing, which is confusing because I always thought that Aqua and Ven, or not Aqua and Ven, Aqua and Terra were the one.
There's weird vibes because she is sort of this like older sister. There's sort of I don't know, maybe it's just my experience, but like, there's like, maybe it was when in high school, there's like sort of like an older girl who sort of thinks you're like young and cute, but there's also like weird like sexual undertones. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, that relationship feels familiar to me.
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay. I ship Ventus and Aqua.
I ship Ventus and Terra. I'm like, oh, I've revealed too much about myself if I go into this. So I'm going to zip it.
I ship Tara and Zach.
I ship Sora and Rapunzel, TBH.
Oh, yeah.
There's like weird shit too.
I like their dynamic.
Yeah.
I kind of ship Mike Wazowski and Goofy, but
What is it in the first game that like has a crush on Donald, and Donald's like, Daisy would never.
Tarzan.
Oh, the gorilla.
Turk the monkey.
It's a very donkey dragon vibes from Shrek.
Very much. But Donald takes it kind of seriously.
Yes, because Donald is a loyal motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll see. See what happens in later games if he's tempted. So if anyone's listening and they want to make a dating app profile for any one of the characters mentioned here, we'd love to see it. See what you come up with. Just try not to catfish too many people.
Like, do you think like they would what would they be holding a fish? What keyblade do you think they would have?
Yes, exactly. Okay, Olympus Coliseum.
I don't really have anything. I don't really have any. I feel like I can't rank it until I beat Hades.
I agree. I think we just need to acknowledge that it exists. Can't rate something that you haven't completed, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. I'd say it's like, yeah, it's something I like tolerate, get through.
Yeah.
Get to the good stuff.
Totally.
Okay, what else? I'm trying to think.
I feel like that's it.
that's just why prolong what's complete?
I know. Just like Traverse Town,
it's always there. Any last thoughts about TT or OC? The OC.
Coliseum, here we go. No, that's all I got.
That got a real chuckle from me.
Good.
We've been on the run, vine swinging in the sun, looking out for. I don't know. I got nothing else.
Oh, I have a question for you, Ryan. Actually, now, since we only have 3 magic slots in your customize, what are the 3 magics that you have shortcutted?
Great question. At this point, it's thunder, fire, and cure.
Me too. Okay, but what are their buttons? Yeah. What are their buttons?
The buttons. I'm on the Xbox, so Y, which is the top one, north. Let's say north is thunder.
Okay.
South is cure, and west is fire.
Okay, switch cure and thunder, and that's mine.
Well, you have to put your thumb all the way up to cure. Like go to the top.
I like triangle for cure because I don't know. I don't know. I just like have gotten accustomed to thunder being X because I like to use thunder the most because it takes it has the most ground. And if sometimes, especially early on, I feel like my thumb is quick to go to south, and I don't want to waste my cure when I don't need to.
A very solid point. I agree. I just can't wait to get gravity. Gravity is the one that I'm.
Do you get gravity in game 1?
Oh yeah, you go to you get it from doing the Phil Cup.
Oh well, I gotta get
the
my
Olympus
shit together in the
Coliseum. Yeah,
I'm gonna be doing that probably tomorrow. I will say that I did beat Cerberus on my first go, which is, I think I mentioned before, was a huge feat for me.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah.
All right, Brooke, thank you so much for another foray into one of my favorite worlds, and I can't wait for Agrabah. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm very nervous to play it without the guide, but I'm excited to play it for you.
Well, there's no one else I'd rather have play it for me, so
I love
play it,
you.
Brooke. I love you too.
Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts. Well, that wraps up this week's world. Thanks for listening.
Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. If you're looking to connect our hearts, follow us on Instagram at KingdomHearts_pod. And if you want to enter the realm of darkness that is our lives, follow us. I'm at Brooke Wiseman.
And I'm at Rye Bernstein. See you next week with another Kingdom Hearts Worlds and Kingdom Hearts ratings.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
The podcast.